the upcoming NBA season just around the corner, I decided to take an in-depth look at some of the best matchups that would happen over the shortened season. But before I start the video, if you could drop a like and subscribe to join the Clouded Club, that would mean a lot. I post a bunch of NBA related content dealing with some interesting takes. It only takes 2 seconds and it helps our small channel grow. But anyways, let's get back to the video. The first matchup that we'll be taking a look at has been a classic one. Well, at least in recent history it has. It's the Battle of LA, taking place on December 22nd, which is opening night. This battle features two top 5 duos in the league, with Kawhi Leonard and Paul George pinned up against the reigning champion LA Lakers led by Anthony Davis and LeBron James. This game will also feature the ring ceremony for the LA Lakers in front of the team we thought would win over them. Sadly, their dreams fell short last year, but who knows, them watching the Laker players get their rings could spark something in Clipper players and provide us fans with an interesting and intense game. 3 days right after opening night on Christmas Day, we'll see Kyrie Irving going back to Boston in a Celtics vs Brooklyn Nets matchup. This game is going to be a heated one for sure, but don't worry guys, we got Kyrie Irving burning sage to get rid of all the bad spirits. But in all seriousness, this will be a great game and feature potential Eastern Conference Finals matchup. Both squads have a very unique lineup, with the Boston Celtics having a good overall roster, while the Nets have pure star power with KD and Kyrie. This game will also give the chance for Boston Celtics fans to get the sweet taste of revenge against Kyrie Irving for all he has done to their team. And on the other end, we have the Brooklyn Nets trying to prove to everybody that they're a serious threat this year with a healthy roster. This game will definitely be one of the more memorable ones from this year. For the next one, it's another Laker game against the Dallas Mavericks, this time also on Christmas Day. I know you're probably annoyed by how many times I've added the Lakers onto this list, but let's be real. They have 2 of the top 5 players in the league, so whoever they go up against will catch the works. But this matchup is going to be a special one because we get to see the King go up against what is, in my opinion, Luka Doncic, the next player to run the league much like LeBron did. This is definitely going to be a high-scoring affair with both teams having electric offense. Mark this one on the calendar, everyone. You won't want to miss it. Another playoff matchup that'll be a good game takes place on December 29th. It's the Eastern Conference Finals rematch. Bucks vs Heat. The Heat will get to defend their name and all the haters that said the bubble's success was a fluke. This is going to be the best test to see if that statement is false or not. The Bucks are also coming off a disappointing season, so this game is a must win in order to show that they are contenders. On December 30th, we'll get to see one of the biggest rivalries in terms of individual players. The Clippers are going to be facing Dame Time and the Portland Trailblazers, and last I checked, Lillard hit this shot over PG-13 back in 2018. I know he'll want to get his revenge, and Patrick Beverley wouldn't mind getting some of that too, so everybody stay tuned for that game. This next game that I'll be talking about is more of a personal one because I am a Raptors fan, but what can you do? It is my video. On January 10th, the Toronto Raptors will be facing off against their finals matchup from 2 years ago, the Golden State Warriors. The Raptors, who finally broke the Warriors' finals streak, play each other for the first time in a while. It'll be fun to see Steph Curry vs Pascal Siakam and Kyle Lowry again. On January 11th, young stars collide as the Dallas Mavericks face the New Orleans Pelicans. This game will be one of the more iconic ones from the season. Zion vs Luka, the two players that I think will be running the league soon. This is going to be an intense future rivalry that no one's going to want to miss. These two teams both have super young players, all trying to make a name for themselves, and the best time to do it would be this game. For our next game, it was one of the most talked about rivalries in the NBA bubble. I'm talking about the Denver Nuggets versus the Utah Jazz on January 17th. Their playoff series was by far the most extreme and interesting one. Jamal Murray and Donovan Mitchell were both going at it all the way until the end, and they even combined for the most points in a playoff series between two people on different teams. The Nuggets pulled an epic 3-1 comeback, and personally, I can't wait for this game. It's gonna be a showdown that should be on every fan's watch list. The next game I'm going to be talking about has been a classic for a while. People even started to get sick of the matchup between these two in the finals. I'm talking about LeBron James versus Steph Curry. On January 18th, the Golden State Warriors will face off against the LA Lakers. This game will be the first time that Anthony Davis is facing Steph Curry on his new Laker team. Without Klay, this may be a blowout win for the Lakers, but who knows? Steph Curry may turn back the clock and come in clutch for his team. The next game features two teams that absolutely despise each other for as long as I can remember. It's also a playoff rematch. On January 20th, the Boston Celtics will face off against the Philadelphia 76ers. This game will be a super exciting division battle. Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons versus Jason Tatum, Kemba Walker, and Jaylen Brown. Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving along with the Brooklyn Nets are going to be going up against the Golden State Warriors led by Steph Curry. Steph Curry gets to show Kevin Durant why it was a mistake leaving him for Kyrie Irving on February 13th. It's a shame we won't get to see the Warriors completely healthy because Klay will probably still be sidelined by then. This matchup is one that'll be very close and competitive the entire time, and I can't wait to see Curry potentially go back to his MVP form. 2 days after, on February 15th, we'll get to see two teams that did the biggest yet most balanced trade this offseason. Obviously, I'm talking about the Russell Westbrook and John Wall trade. 2 point guards that a couple of years ago would have been considered top 5 in the league for sure. This matchup will allow each point guard to get revenge on the teams that traded them. It'll also be a super emotional game for John Wall especially because this game will be played in Washington. This could be one of the more low-key yet special games of the year, so everyone, make sure you watch this game. For the second to last matchup, it's another one-on-one rivalry that has been formed over the past couple of years. On February 20th, Damian Lillard will face off against Russell Westbrook in an epic point guard on point guard battle. These two have had beef for a while now, so it's good to see that they'll get a game against each other so early in the season. I can't wait to see Mr. Triple Double face off against Dame Time. To round off the list, our last matchup may surprise some of you, but it's the finals rematch where the Heat versus the Lakers. This game takes place on February 21st, and trust me when I say that the Heat are gonna come out guns blazing showing off why they belonged in the finals and that they weren't just overachievers. I know the Lakers are probably gonna win, but it won't be an easy one because Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo aren't gonna go down without a fight. That pretty much wraps up the video. If you made it this far, thank you. I'd highly recommend that you subscribe because I make interesting NBA content like this video. And drop a like if I included your favorite team. And be on the lookout because I'm gonna start streaming soon. But other than that, cheers.